Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 5th of December. Now, first up guys, if you are new, please consider subscribing. I know, Catherine, you were mentioning this morning, we know YouTube's been mucking around with my channel again. My subscribers have been changing a little yet again. So please check if you're subscribed. Catherine, you mentioned that your notifications were turned off. Sometimes when they upgrade the phones, I think they play around a little bit with a few things. So please make sure that you're still getting your notifications. If not, maybe go in and out again and reset everything. Hit those like buttons, guys, and please feel free to comment down below as well. I am here with my doggos. I've got Sprocket wandering around on top of Sophie. Here's Sophie, guys, and there's Sprocket over the back collapsed. Good girl. I've just had Sprocket at the vets too, guys, for his update, just to keep you all informed. He has a bladder infection, a very rare bladder infection. I don't even know how he got it, where he got it, how this happened. And he is officially blind. My dog Sprocket has gone blind. The vet we saw today, she was terrific. She checked all his eyes, but she thinks that it'd been probably going for a while. It's just coincided, like it's just coincidental that but there was tiny little bit of something in the right eye. I felt he was definitely, she reckons he's not even seeing light. He doesn't even react to light. Oh my goodness. So basically she said, you're gonna have to navigate now with a blind dog. So fortunately, my family and I are very experienced with my blind cat Charlie, as we all know here. Oh, I hope he doesn't start doing echolocation like her. Sorry guys, there's someone making a racket outside. I've had to shoot this inside because the minute I sit down and shoot a video, you know how it goes. Someone starts up a mower or they start something up. The carpet cleaning the other day. If it stays quiet, I'll open the window for the dogs because Sprocket will pass out without some fresh air. He's a bit overwhelmed from his visit to the vets. So thank you for all your kind wishes and your thoughts and everything with Sprocket. It's a little overwhelming. I guess we can get our head around it now that we know what's going on. But it does seem a little sad that at 7, nearly 8, he's gone blind. So we're having to be his little guide dog. And the vet suggested we put a little bell on Sophie so he doesn't keep falling over. He knows where she's positioned in the house. Oh my God, it just never ends, guys. Never boring on this channel, is it? Pets, we love them to bits, but oh man, look how tired he is. He's a complete wreck, the poor thing. Poor thing. Anyway, let's get on with the show, hey? That's enough of me whinging. Oh, I'm just a bit overwhelmed, guys. Bear with me. Okay, first off, what was I going to say? Oh, remember I was telling you guys, bit of admin from down under. I was telling you guys about the asylum seekers. They let out about 138 or 40 or something. Yes, criminal asylum seekers. Not just any asylum seekers. These were like criminals that had records for like rape and child molestation and all that kind of thing. Well, they let a heap of them out. And apparently, yes, what are they up to? These are the questions we all ask, aren't they? Like, what's really going on here? Because all of a sudden, remember they lost one of them. Yes, remember I was telling you the other day he didn't have his ankle tracker bracelet on because he didn't want to wear one. Well, now 2 of them have been arrested, apparently. Seems all convenient, like it's all leading somewhere, doesn't it, guys? He was arrested for indecent assault, yes. And the other one was arrested for something else as well. I don't even know what. And they did show them on the news. They showed one of them on the news. But you do still wonder, is this a bit made up? Like, are they trying to... See, we get tired of the old BS garbage and lies. Like, are they trying to bring in some sort of new laws? Is there something happening around the immigration? Like, what the hell is happening here? Like, it doesn't even feel real. Like, let's let out these asylum seeker criminals and then arrest them again. Like, put fear in everyone. That's what my hubby's theory is. They're just trying to put fear in everybody again. It's just ridiculous. I don't even get what is going on. The other thing that has been happening, guys, here is there's been a big Westpac Bank outage for 8 hours, which is a lot. People couldn't access Oh my God, guys, sorry, this shift is taking a toll on us all. We're all tired. This Westpac outage went for 8 hours, so people couldn't even access their own money. It showed zero balance in people's accounts. Can you imagine opening up your account to transfer money or something or tap your card? They said people had to leave trolleys of groceries everywhere and that because no one could access their money. Oh, the banks are doing such a good job, aren't they? Oh. And also, the other thing I just need to mention is we're getting a royal visit from Chucky and Camilla soon down here in Oz. Yes, how lucky is Australia next year? I think it's around springtime. We're going to get a lovely visit from Chucky and Camilla. Won't that be fun? I suppose more entertainment for the clown show and more laughs for us guys coming ahead. So we've got to look at the positives. And thank you guys for also replying to the Biden gaffes. I'm going to make a little list of those because I think we're all pretty much on the same page with all of this. And people in America are worn out from it. It's such a joke. They just feel like they're just being treated like a joke, like they're the laughing stock. Like, it's crazy. So I'll make a little list of gaffes. We'll see which one wins. I'm guessing the stairs up the plane, ruining the country, licking ice cream, smelling hair, so many, many more as well, just to name a few. All right, let's get, and also guys, just to let you know, sorry guys, I'm just coming down from the whole vet experience this morning. I'm a bit worn out. Plus the old neck spasms is still continuing. You know how it goes, guys, bad backs, you name it. Oh, and I'm also doing my viewer picker cards. So I've got, today I'm going to be doing, actually, yesterday I did Janet Casey and Carolyn Addy, Bit of Lather. And see, I've got it now, a bit of a lather. I had it all wrong yesterday. And today I'll be doing viewer picker cards for Renata Grzeskiewicz. I try hard to say the names, guys. And Tangerine Cottage. So stick around for those, you two. You're going to get your readings today. All right, let's get into the reading without further ado and interruptions. I'm just going to open this window a little, guys, because the noise has stopped now. Sorry, guys. Let's hope. I'm going to hold the phone so I don't drop you this time, so that dogs have got some fresh air. Sorry. You know I'm a very professional turnout, guys. You know that I am. You can hear the birds too when the window's open. Sun's come out, so I've got to mow today. I'm just letting the lawn dry out a little bit. All right, let's get going. Oh, I'm getting Africa. And I'm getting that song. I let the rains down in Africa. I love the things I never had. Who sings that song? Let the rains down in Africa. Anyway, I'm getting Africa. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting that Africa's balancing out their economy nicely. See, Africa runs very independently. So I don't feel like they're being controlled by the narrative at the moment. Well, at the moment. That's what I'm getting. See, people in Africa are awake up. That's what I'm getting. They're awake. The switch is on in Africa. People are awake up to what's... It's like they're looking at everything from the outside. They're looking at everything that's going on with every other country. They're looking from the outside. So I do see Africa as... It's saying to me their leaders may be quite intelligent. And they've figured all this BS garbage and lies out. So I am getting that for Africa. Africa. I'm getting this image in Africa, though, of people swarming to the capitals, like a beehive. It's showing me that real bzzz, everyone's swarming to the capitals in Africa. People might be making a stand in Africa. Maybe the violence is really out of control. I know it can get very bad in some parts. I'm just getting that. And perhaps this could be on farms and things like that too in Africa. We know there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of trade when it comes to animal tusks and all this kind of thing. We know that poaching is a huge issue that they're trying to get a handle on. I'm getting a few things around Africa. We might hear some stuff about Africa very soon, guys. A lot of people are feeling unsafe in Africa. I feel like the violence is kind of rising. It's not good. I'm getting that. Is it Johannesburg? What's that place where people have to have like great big fences around their houses and this kind of thing, don't they, in Africa? So I feel like crime's even on the increase in Africa in a big way, like in a frightening way. And that's why I think Africa runs independently, because I think, to be honest, they've got enough troubles of their own. They don't want to be dealing with everything else outside of their own stress. That there's a lot of dramas in Africa that just can't easily be solved. That's what the guides are saying. They can't easily be solved. All right. Because they've been working on these things for years and nothing's changed, has it? All right. Let's keep going. Gosh, they're showing me people coming together. They're showing me layers of people coming together. This is globally. People joining hands, people lining up, people coming together. I'm getting that song, Come Together Right Now. Over me. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. That's the Beatles, isn't it? I'm getting that song, Come Together. People are coming together. We know they're coming together for different reasons. We know, like, we've got the Palestinian Israel fightbacks. We've got protests about pay rises. There's a lot going on around everything. People are coming together for everything, for all different reasons, but it doesn't matter because they're coming together to fight back. They fight back in their own little ways. It doesn't matter what they're doing, but they're still fighting back against something, which is good because it means people are standing up and staying in their truth and their power. And they're trying to be heard. It's a good thing. It's better than sitting down and just resting on their laurels and doing nothing. So that's what I'm getting. People are coming together. Oh, you're right, Spocky. I'm here. Oh, he's worried where I am. I just got to settle him. Come here. I'm here. Good boy. Oh, I love that one of you said hold his hand anyway. And you know what was beautiful at the vet? Sprocket reached out and held my hand. That is the first time in months he's done that. So I will continue to hold his hand. I thought that was a very good point. Thank you for suggesting that. All right, let's keep going. I'm getting Lord Farquaad. Remember when we got Trudeau was like Lord Farquaad on his horse out of Shrek? Was it Lord Farquaad? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Oh, God. I keep thinking it was Sushi, but I'm pretty sure it was Trudeau, wasn't it? Well, we're getting that Lord Farquaad is back up on his high horse again, trying to be the ruler of the kingdom. We know he's trying to really build up his resources and his assets and override the people. So I'm getting this Lord Farquaad energy again around Trudeau. But it's his own mind. It's just his own mind thinking he's high above the people. When really, it's like Lord Farquaad. You take him off his horse and put him on the ground. He's just a normal little person. Well, extra little in Farquaad's case. But I'm getting that for Trudeau. He's really a Lord Farquaad. It's all just fake show, imagery, attitude. Look at Farquaad when he was talking to Gingy. When he kept saying, you're a monster, Gingy, or something. And Gingy, didn't he spit at him or something? Say, I'm not a monster, you are. And he just talks down to people. See, Farquaad, this is what Trudeau does. You right, Spock? You're hot. I'm here. Want me to open the window? I'm just going to have to open the window a bit more, guys. Sprocket's going to pass out if I don't. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry about the thumb. Oh, just worry about Sprocket. He was getting a bit hot. Good boy. Hopefully these antibiotics will help him. They're actually specifically for this bladder infection. hard, isn't it? So I am getting that Lord Farquaad's back on his high horse. Oh, God. He's not that popular, though, at the moment. I keep saying it, keep getting it. All right, let's see where else we go. Getting London. And for some reason, they're showing me that old show. Do you remember that old police show, The Bill? I loved The Bill. I watched it for years and years. It was such a great show. I'm getting The Bill. There's something about the cops. Do they call them bobbies? What do you call the cops over there? I'm just getting this old show, The Bill, for London. And I guess what they're saying to me is things aren't like that anymore. If you think of London, and I guess if we maybe put it into perspective with these Israel-Palestine protests, the cops aren't like that anymore. They're not like the old cops on the beat that just wore their gun and taser and, you know, had relationships with people and all this kind of thing in the area. I feel like they're showing me more like the UN style of cops now, where they're really kitted up like SWAT teams. And they've got masks, they've got helmets, they've got communication, you know, as well. They've got body cams. It's just a high-tech event now, if you think of cops. Well, I feel like Are you all right? Oh, he's so tired. Sorry, he's panting so much, isn't he? Come here. You okay? I'm getting there's this whole new elite squad of police being churned out now in London. That's just what I'm getting. I'm getting these visuals of this new, how would you say it? It's like a military precision style of policing. It's more UN. I think it's a bit more UN style of policing. A lot more regimented, having a lot more control. You know, they're saying gone are the days of the baton, where you just flick the baton out. And that's not the weapon of choice anymore, the baton. I don't know if you have guns over... do you have guns over there? Do your police have guns? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm getting there's a whole new style of policing that Sushi's in control of bringing this out. See, this could be part of the reset too. This could be one of those things moving forward that we aren't aware of yet, is how the policing style is going to change. Oh, it does bring to mind a little bit more of the like military police force looking style of China, Panda. You know how precision they are. Everything's going to start to be a lot more like that globally. It's going to start. It's going to be like this military police takeover, like crossover. Like it's all going to fit together. You all right? It's all going to fit together. They need to have a lot more presence and authority. That's why they're doing it. But this is part of the reset. So we knew we were going to find out eventually a few things, but this is another part of it. How they're going to... see, it's almost like... RoboCop. That's what it reminds me of. I'm getting these... Sorry about Sprocket's panning. I'm getting these images of RoboCop. You know, where they're like robots. Where they... You think about any of the police and military in Panda. There's no expression on their faces or anything. They are just like robot soldiers, aren't they, if you've ever seen them march? Well, that's what I'm getting more globally is going to start happening. I'm going to get the RoboCops. There's a movie RoboCop, isn't there? Where what it's saying is they're going to be deadpan. They're going to have no personality. It's like they're going to have their personalities taken from them. And it's not even like the SAS training and all that intense sort of thing. It's going to be different. Oh, I hope they're not microchipping them and controlling their brains. But I do feel like that's what's going to happen. They're going to become, well, it was, I guess if you think about it, if we look back at the Picky Wheel event and the Ottawa protests and the ones in Melbourne here in Australia and just how out of control everything kind of got and how it was almost like the police and, you know, these people kind of lost their humanness during all that. There's some videos here in Australia by Avi Yemeni, who works for Rebel News, and they were violent arrests in Melbourne. Violent. Even when the person wasn't resisting arrest, they would still beat them up. And we know pretty much this happened in Ottawa because they tried to hide a lot of the footage of these things. No doubt they go in and hide the footage. But this is what I'm saying. They lose their empathy. They can't put themselves on the side of the people. They become robotic. And what's the word? They just don't have the feelings. They're going to be able to switch off the feelings. It's the way they train their brain. So you don't know moving forward what they're putting into their brains. Like, you think about it. If you think about the mass psychosis during the picky wheel, and I know this sounds far-fetched, but hey, nothing's far-fetched on this channel. You think about the picky wheel, that mass psychosis, whoa, that had some real momentum going, didn't it? It captured an enormous amount of people. I remember going to my daughter's primary school graduation, and we went to a hall, and you weren't allowed to go in unless you were picky. And I'm not joking. I reckon in the hall there were probably 300 people, and there were 3 of us outside. That was the ratio. That's how many people really, that's how I saw it anyway, in my hubby. And we went, holy crap, that's nearly the whole population that's fallen for this. If that was an average sort of indicator, and it was a really small amount that didn't get into the mass drawn into the mass psychosis. So this is how they work on the mind, see, with these new, the way they're policing moving forward. And I think we could all agree too, there's a lot of corruption at higher levels in the policing. Policing isn't done like it used to be anymore. We've talked about crime a little bit, brushed on it here, because I like watching a lot of crime videos. I know a lot of you guys do. We've had a lot going on in the UK. We've got at the moment, we've got the Idaho 4 thing going on in America. We've got the Nicola Bully case was crazy. That was handled absolutely upside down. I don't even know what went on there. It's like they're trained for these things, but then they just can't seem to solve these things. I think sometimes just us normal folk will be able to solve some of these crimes. I don't know. It's like some of these police and detectives go around the long way, and then they end up missing all the main evidence. Now, I just don't even know what's going on. I don't know how they're training these people. I really don't. I don't know. There's just some weird stuff going on in these areas. So I think what I'm getting back to is that little bit of brainwashing. Like, what are they teaching them in the academies? What subliminal messages are they planting in their minds? And now we're going to have the RoboCops moving forward. Oh, China must be sharing its great techniques of how to train your military and your cops, because they're going to end up looking more like that. Are you okay? Oh, sorry, guys. I'm just so worried about him. He's a bit hot and bothered. Going to have to open the window a bit more. Oh, now that mowing stopped. All right, let's see if there's a couple more things. Oh, I'm getting Hawaii. I'm getting that Hawaii's like, I'm getting marches and protests. See, I keep saying people are standing up about this Maui thing. It's uncomfortable for people. They're standing up. They're fighting back. They want to be heard. They don't want to let this go by the wayside. They don't want Maui to become an insignificant just statistic of bushfires, where it was just, it's just another bushfire. What are they going on about, these little people, peasants and Lego people who lived on Maui on their beautiful paradise, who are now living in bloody tents and caravans or shacked up with other people, like squished into their houses. Well, that's what I'm getting. I'm seeing protests. I'm seeing marches. I'm seeing people coming together in Hawaii to try and still get to the truth. I don't know what the chances, though. Sometimes I just think, how do you override these big dictating companies and things? Plus, I guess that's the other thing we need to ask, whether Maui's, like, we need to find out, guys, here on this channel, we need to do a bit of research, whether Maui's becoming the paradise island or whether Maui's becoming, oh yes, another avenue for the global elites for their lovely minerals and resources. We don't know. So I'm guessing we start to do a little bit of research, guys, because it sounds like There could be way more to this story than meets the eye. We don't even know the half of it, the guides reckon. Very mysterious, isn't it? So many mysteries going on at the moment, isn't there? You're right, so many mysteries. All right, I'll see if there's one more thing and then we'll pull some cards. God, they're giving me for some reason this word Japandi, which is Japan, Scandinavia. There's a thing of Japandi at the moment, which is an interior home design, styling. Sorry about Sprocket panting so much. Japandi. So I'm getting Japan and Scandinavia. Maybe there's some link between them. I know Scandinavia has very simplified furnishing and that. Like, this is to do with furnishing. It's just what I'm getting. But there might be similarities to Japan and Scandinavia, the way that they run their countries too. Don't get a lot of Scandinavia. But I feel like, you know how I keep saying Japan's very well respected with its resources and the way it deals. It's very professional. Well, I feel like Scandinavia must be like that as well. So they're seen on the global stage as very similar. So I'm getting that Japandi, which is a form of interior design. But I'm actually getting that they're both well respected when it comes to dealing with. Because not a lot of countries are they? Oh, gosh. We know Panda's not easy to deal with, and I'm guessing Biden wouldn't be too easy to deal with unless his little son gets his little kickbacks. Although we're not to speak of that, are we? Of course we're not. Let's see if there's anything else. In England, I'm getting England wants to return to its old grassroots. I'm getting like cobblestones and like the town crier, is it? Sorry, the town crier. And England wants to get back to some old, what would you call it? History, really. They want to get back to some old history. See, people are tired. They're tired of this Royal Kardashian circus show. Oh God. I'm not seeing Chucky and Kate coming out and saying anything about the Endgame book as yet, but I guess time will tell. If they're wise, they'll say nothing because less is more, isn't it? Maybe that's what they're thinking. Why go down the complete Days of Our Lives saga and continue such a ridiculous clown show storybook? But I am getting that England wants to go back to the old. See, the people of England don't like, the Royal Kardashians are not popular. They're not. I know it feels like they are into the newspapers and all the social media and all that, but people take or leave it. They're not interested anymore. They're still, even as much as they're trying to keep themselves on the world stage, and we know Chucky is with the COP28 summit for the climate. Yeah, they're going to fix the climate and everything, and we're the ones that are going to have to do all the work and sacrifice everything. I actually watched Chucky last night, you know, and I thought, you hypocrite. I watched him speaking at the COP28 summit. My hubby and I were sitting there, and I said, he's such a hypocrite. You know, he's got the biggest power bills, biggest water bills, doesn't give a rat's razoo about the environment. He would be using gas-guzzling cars, flying here, there, and everywhere. And like, who's he to stand up there on that pedestal and dictate his thoughts to everybody else of what they should be doing? Like, I thought, geez, that's got to rub people up the wrong way in England. Not just England, but globally, because it rubbed me up the wrong way. Especially Chucky, you know, isn't that popular as it is. And then to just stand there and tell people they have to make a difference with the world, like, climate-wise. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, they're just a big bunch of hypocrites. No, it's just so frustrating, isn't it, guys? So I am getting that. England just wants to go back to it. So I'm getting the picture of a high tea, like the Queen with her teacup and the cucumber sandwiches and the what do you call them, the little cupcakes and all that sort of thing. People just want to go back to the England they know. They don't like this new England, the new and modern England, where the people and peasants are just like segregated from the elites more and more and more and more and more. I'm just getting that. People aren't enjoying the new Royal Kardashians because they don't trust them. And they know. See, people know there's nothing in it for the little people. They're out for themselves. They're out to keep themselves on the stage. They're out to win the attention and the adoration of others. People see it. It's not just us. We always saw it, but now other people are seeing it, which is a good thing. Hang on a sec, guys. I'm getting Queenstown in New Zealand. Is that the North Island? I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to look up my map. I'm getting Queenstown. Queenstown could be the birthing place of something. I'm getting... This could even be around your resources. What happens in Queenstown? Is there mining? Is there something there that's of value? I am getting that. Queenstown has been put on the map. It's got a thumbtack like on it. If you think of the big world map of resources, there's a thumbtack in Queenstown in New Zealand, which obviously would be one of your strongest resources. I'm not sure what's there. Would it be coal? Would it be... I'm not sure. But I am getting Queenstown. You've been pinned as a significant and valuable resource area. Oh, I'm going to go and look that up now. All right, how about we pull some cards, guys? I'm going to get the specs on first. So let's pull some Doreen Virtues. I know you guys really like the Doreen Virtues. They're actually not bad cards, these. Are they? Oh, I've got to throw them all down on Sophie. Oh, surrender and release, which we get all the time. We're getting better at that. Look at the flow of the water there. We're getting better at that. Surrender and release. I guess it's like me with Sprocket. I've got to surrender to his blindness and just release any anxiety and stress because I don't want to make him more anxious. I've got to make sure I keep him calm and relaxed and chilled out and able to navigate this. I don't even know why it happened to him. But this is for all of us. Surrender and release. Just let things go. Let things flow. No stagnation is the message I'm getting for us. Archangel Michael. When you think of Archangel Michael, he's a very strong guide, isn't he? He's a hero to many, I'm getting for Archangel Michael. He's a hero of guidance. And you think of the way he's standing, it's very Mel Gibson Braveheart, isn't it? He's got the sword, but he's still relaxed, but he's always ready to go if he needs to move forward. So he's really our guidance is strong, is what I'm getting. And retreat. Oh, yes, we get retreat a lot. I retreat into my black lounge room now, which looks like a cave. So retreat, you know. We don't have to push the limits and the boundaries too hard. If things feel a little uneasy, we can just retreat. There's nothing wrong with just retreating for a little bit and having some time out and a breather. That's how we heal. I always say that if you need to have a nana nap, have a nana nap. The other day, for example, this is an example, I got really tired on Sunday. I couldn't keep my eyes open. But I had all these jobs to do and I thought, right, I'll go and do a Paul McKenna because it only takes me 20 minutes. You know, that hypnosis guy that lives in the UK. He's on YouTube. Go check him out. He's really brilliant. So I did like a 20-minute Paul McKenna. And what his videos do, they wake you up feeling really refreshed and invigorated. And it actually does work. And when I get back up after 20 minutes, half an hour, it's like this superpower snooze. I get up and I do like a zillion things. It's weird. I don't know how he does it. He's an amazing hypnosis guy. Let's pull a healing angel cards outcome, guys. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? So do things that, yeah, retreat. Have the time out, guys, is what they're saying. Imagine. Clearly visualize the life you want. Feel it in your heart and soul, and so it will come to be. So again, put your mind on the things that you do want, not the things that you don't want. And know that you can create these things. Look how many things we create on this channel, or manifest if you want to use that word. You know, we've created butterflies, we've created, so many things. God, Oh, I don't think anyone's got the caravan. We've had windmills. We've had, oh, you name it. Oh, the black chook, not to forget. So many things. You know, we create that with our imagination because we imagine it first, then we let it go, cut the ties with it, and then we bring it into our experience by flowing and allowing it to come to us vibrationally. So keep imagining, guys. Keep imagining. It's very important. There is no life without having an imagination, because it's like anything. You plan or see something, and then you can create it. But if you don't have a plan and a vision of something, it's pretty unlikely to come into fruition, isn't it? All right. How about we do our viewer reads now, guys? Today I'm going to be reading for you Renata Grzeskawiak. Struggling to say that name. You know that I am. Aussies aren't good with these foreign names. Let's see what we get, Renata. You've been with me for ages too, Renata. Big happy changes. Oh, you're embracing everything in life. You're excited. You're exhilarated. You're happy. I feel like you've got really good friends around you that support you and prop you up. And I feel like you're a bit of the life of the party. You're a bit of a shining light that people adore you, Renata. They adore you. Let's see what else we get. Like you feel like you're a real gift to them. You're ready. Yeah, you're ready to take things further. You're ready to take things further. You're ready to take action. You need to fill up your cup. I feel like you need to fill up your cup. Your cup's half empty, Renata. And it's slowly going down. It's almost like showing me, apart from showing me like a cup with water going down in it, it's showing me like the fuel tank as well, where you're even under halfway on the fuel tank. You know how you have your empty and it goes across to full? Well, your fuel tank keeps moving down. You're getting closer to empty. You're being very drained of, I would say, purpose. You're being drained of life. You're being drained of purpose. I feel like you're losing your way a little bit, Renata. You're losing your life's purpose. You're forgetting what it is. You're wondering what it is. You're a little lost. I feel like you're a little lost. A little lost. Get more information. And they're saying when you're lost, you can be found. But this is about finding yourself. It's not about someone else coming in, grabbing you and dragging you out and going, come on, let's go and find Renata. Where is she gone? You've got to find yourself. Start getting more information. Understand why you're feeling the things that you do. Understand why things are happening in your life. Like, start to visualize those things as, right, now why is this happening to me? Look for the reasons. You know, it's like me with Sprocket. Like I go, you know, why have I got now a blind dog to deal with? Like, my hubby was so overwhelmed at first. But Sprocket's always been a very anxious dog. You know, it's like I had a son with high anxiety who had autism, which, as most people know, it's to do a lot with anxiety. They have to have sensory toys and things to calm them down. Well, Sprocket was always like that. We had to work with Sandy, the doggy whisperer, in order to calm him down. It's that kind of thing. Dealing with these things, you know. But you need to get more information. Hang on, I'm going to pull you one more, Renata. And communicate clearly. Again, it's about communication. See, we've got the vibration, the frequency. Few of you guys have had this card, but that's because it's about communication. It's about finding your voice, keeping it. I'm getting for you, Renata, that sometimes you might appear a little monotoned. Your voice might sort of flatline and be a little bit monotoned. You need to start to find your expression more. I feel like you're a little bit expressionless. You need to work on your tonality of your voice. You need to get excited, or you need to like really capture people's attention. I just feel like you lack expression when you're communicating. And because you lack expression when you're communicating, it confuses people. People have trouble reading you because they're not really sure if that's what you actually meant. Like, was she really excited about that? She didn't seem excited about it. That's the kind of thing I'm getting for you. You need to step into your own, your own feelings and excitement and bring them through your spoken word. I feel like you lack bringing them through your spoken word. I'm going to pull you a soul expression card, Renata. Yeah, awareness. I lovingly allow my awareness to open. I surrender. I clear my vibration raises. My awareness grows. And this is the awareness of who you are, and that what you do have to say is important, and it does add value and meaning to other people's lives. When you're monotone, you're not capturing anyone's attention. If anything, it's just boring people to tears, and they're not absorbing. They're not absorbing it because you're not even believing it. That's how it comes across. When someone's monotone, it's like they're not believing it. But if you can talk like that and get really excited, or you can, really express some of the things, use your hands, use your hand gestures, your body language, it tells a whole different story. A whole different story. Sound. There you go. I allow the vibration of music to release me. I allow the vibration of sound to heal me. Yeah. And see, sound is frequency vibration. It's how you're emitting your sound. It's important. It's important because people can be perceiving you incorrectly. That's what I feel like's happening with you, Renata. Sometimes people think you might be aloof, disinterested, because I'm getting this monotone for you, this monotone voice. And that's not an intentional thing that you're doing. Sometimes it just becomes a habit to just, if you're kind of a laid-back person, for example, you could just talk in that same tone all the time. Whereas if you really want people to listen to you, you have to work on your tonality and you have to start using your hand gestures. You want to invite people in to talk to you and make yourself a more interesting person to be around. I'm just getting that for you, Renata. You've got to up the ante on the tonality of your voice and also work on your body language and your hand gestures. And you can get more information on that. That's what that card's saying for you. Get more information. Get more information of how you can improve yourself. Because again, it's when you improve yourself, you get a different side out of other people as well. You get a better aspect of them as well. I feel like, Renata, you feel like people judge you a lot just because of who you are. Like, if you are different, it's okay. We understand it here on my channel. Don't worry, we're all different. We're just like you, Renata. But you do feel like people judge you a lot and you feel it's a little unfair. And the guides are saying, you right? Oh. The guides are saying, you just work on you. Because if you work on you, everything else around you will change because the vibration will change. Because you'll be sending out a different frequency vibration and everything will change. You'll bring more joy into your life. You'll bring more happiness into your life. Again, you'll get these big happy changes. So start working on you. Start working on the tonality of your voice, your body language, and opening up more. And knowing that what you've got to say is of importance and it is something that needs to be heard. It's not not valuable and irrelevant to other people. That's their choice. They can listen to it and then take it and run with it if they choose. They can choose not to. It's irrelevant. It's about you having value in yourself and what you have to say. And that's what I'm going to leave you with, Renata. Working on your tonality and your body language is crucial because it shows other people that you respect you and you know that you have value and things to bring to the conversations. Whew, all right, Renata. Oh, my goodness me. You got some serious homework to be doing. All good, though. It's all good fun. But happy changes. It'll be all worth the worth making the shifts. It's all right. It's all right to be monotone in that because sometimes we just get in a rut. That's all that happens. It just becomes our comfortable place. But sometimes it's good to get outside your comfortable place because that can change your vibration as well. All right. Next person I'm going to be pulling is Tangerine Cottage. Let's pull an Angel Answers for Tangerine Cottage. You've been with me for ages as well. Such a cute little name, Tangerine or Cottage. Do you grow tangerines? I'm guessing you do grow tangerines at your cottage. You must have a tangerine tree. They're like mandarins, aren't they? Okay, I'm getting weight. Yep. Patience. Patience is golden. Patience is a virtue. I feel like you're always ready to charge forth, though. I feel like you walk this fine line of, do I hold back? Do I go forward? You get a little bit of hesitation sometimes in your life. You're not sure. I feel like sometimes you're not sure what movement to take forward or how to take things forward. There's a bit of, I'm getting hesitation for you, Tangerine Cottage. When it comes to certain aspects of your life, you're a little bit hesitant. And that could come back to confidence in your decision making. Am I a good decision maker? Have I made good decisions in the past? Do I trust myself to make good decisions? I feel like you have a bit of trouble with decision making. There you go. Well, you don't have to worry anymore because all you have to do is listen to your intuition. You have very good guidance, gut feeling, sixth sense, all the above. That's what you should be listening to. That's what you need to be listening to. Your guidance is telling you. As I always say here, it's very, very rare, in fact, I don't think it's ever heard of, that your body gives you misinformation. So when you hear, sense, and know things, be confident in that feeling is correct. That's probably more what you've got to trust, and not doubt. Trust your intuition, your guidance, what you're being pulled to strongly. That's what I'm getting, Tangerine Cottage. If it feels right, it is right. Ooh. The situation will improve, and that was in reverse. So I'm going to turn it over. The situation will improve. Look at that. Swimming with the dolphins, heading towards the light. Great frequency vibration. You're in sync with the dolphins there in that card. The situation will improve. Onward and upward. Literally. Onward and upward. There's nothing you can't do, nothing you can't achieve. No situation that you can't face and tackle. I'm just getting that for you, Tangerine Cottage. You're someone who can always rise to the surface. I feel like it's like when someone's dumped in the water, just like this, for example, you will always find a way to surface and get that, that big breath at the top. You have a way to navigate things to the point that you will always catch your breath. You're not going to drown. Even if it's to do with debt, even if it's to do with anything in life that's overwhelming you, you're not going to drown. That's the reassurance, because you're too good at swimming to the surface and swimming to the light. You always find a way out and a way clear is what I'm getting. No need to worry. There you go. No need to worry. You can worry yourself sick. They talk about worry as one of these exhausting emotions that people just spend too much time on. That's what the guys are saying to you. Don't worry. And I'm getting that song, of course. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Because the worry's just taking a toll on you, Tangerine Cottage. Don't worry. There's no need to worry. It could even be around banks and finance. Sometimes our brains, and I get it. This financial thing, it may not be financial, but I'm just using that as an example here. I am getting that. It could make our brains race away on us, and those things may never happen. Sometimes we can get ourselves so worked up and overthinking everything and all the scenarios, and it may never happen. So I think what the guys are saying is cross that bridge when you come to it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But worrying about it doesn't help you. If anything, it hinders you. And it's like you always say here, John, put your mind on what you want, not what you don't want. So if you're constantly thinking about this kind of thing, I need to worry, I'm so worried about this. Sorry, Tangerine Cottage. You need to stop it in its tracks, all the worry. I want you to go, actually, you know what you can do? You can go and put worry on a piece of paper and put it in the freezer. I want you to get it out of your head. You've got too much worry in your head. And it could be about anything. But you're a person who needs to physically write it on paper and put it in the freezer and get it out of your head and stop worrying. That's what I'm getting for you, Tangerine Cottage. Stop worrying. I'm getting a soul expressions card for you. Let's see what you get here. All right, Spock, won't be long, darling. I'm going to go mow the lawn. Poor old Spock. My big old boy. He used to love coming out mowing the lawn. I mean, now he's a bit nervous. So I leave him inside. Okay. Speak your truth. Hang on. Where's the glasses? I lovingly speak my truth. I'm worthy of being heard and having my needs met. Absolutely. And not worrying. So speak your truth. Don't be scared what other people think. Don't worry about the consequences of what you're saying. If that's your truth, that's your truth. You can't lie and agree with people just because you think it'll keep the peace, and then you can't worry about everything else. So don't worry about everything that comes out of your mouth. If it's true for you, then it's true for you. I hope that makes sense. Oh, God. I must confuse you guys so much sometimes. I just do. All right, child. Remember the feeling of childlike wonder. Surrender to the unconditional love you deserve. Yeah. See, do you think children worry about much? No. I know teenagers don't. They don't have any worries. Oh, God. Children don't worry really about anything except, what they're going to play with at bath time in the bath, and then, what toys they got, which new bike they're going to get at Christmas. It's about as basic as their worries become. So you've got to kind of go back to this childlike state. I'm going to pull you one more card, Tangerine Cottage. Go to the child within. Have fun. Have a party. I'm seeing like a veranda and like bunting and a party vibe, like a really fun vibe. Have a party. Have fun. Be childlike. If you want to do that, do that. Who cares? It's about having joy in your life. It's not about what other people think and all this kind of stuff. It's about your happiness, personal power. That's how you get back in it. It is safe for me to stand by my personal power. I am worthy. You are. You're worthy of doing the things that you love and enjoy. And people have to respect that. It's your personal power. It's your way of showing your personal power and being in your personal power. So I am getting that. I'm getting this little fun party vibe of little get-togethers and the bunting hanging up, and I'm just getting that. And these are just symbols of fun times and get-togethers. I think that's something that you really like. I don't think you like it too big. You like it manageable, but you like to put a lot of effort into things. And that could even be with Christmas, of course, coming up. It could be birthday. But do what you got to do. If it's going to make you happy to like decorate or bring some spark and life into something, then do it. Because that's you staying in your personal power. But it's also you having that beautiful childlike innocence and not worrying about everything. You do not need to worry. Be yourself. The guides are saying that you're a higher being, Tangerine Cottage. You're very motivated by life, but you're really in your higher mind. See, you're a higher being. Your frequency's very high. You know how to uplift your soul, and the guides are saying, well, go and do it. Just do it. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about anybody else. Just worry about you. You're the important person here. That's what the guides are saying. They're all pointing their fingers at you. All these arrows and fingers are pointing at you. You're an important part of this universe, Tangerine Cottage, and you've got to make that your priority. You're the priority. Not everyone else around you and worrying about them and this and that and what's going to happen if that goes wrong and, oh, they're struggling and what'll I do to help them? And stop with all that. Stop with all that, because really the guides are saying that's an excuse. That's you kind of running away from doing things for yourself. But now it's time. It's time to prioritize the things you love. Do it with grace. Do it with ease. Be carefree about it. Just don't make a big deal of it. Just do what you want to do from that childlike mind of yours. I feel like you've got a really good magical imagination that you like to kind of create things. Like I said, I keep getting the bunting and the fun times. The bunting, the hanging triangle bunting and things like that, where it's fun. Fun, fairy lights. Oh, I'm getting fairy floss. Just have fun. Have fun. What's wrong with having fun? Nothing. I mean, the world's too serious. We know that here. God, we're all sick of it, aren't we? People and their seriousness. All we do here is try and have laughs, and God, we giggle at the Royal Kardashians and Biden, and that's what the world's about. We all watch Clown Planet with Carl Verne. That's the funniest thing ever. So now it's your turn, Tangerine Cottage. Bring in the childlike things that you want to do, because I know they're buried in your brain in there somewhere. Go to the cabinet file and pull them out now and start implementing them and doing them and embracing them as that's part of who you are. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Don't deny yourself the fun things in life. That's the message I'm going to leave you with, Tangerine Cottage. Don't deprive yourself of the fun things in life. And they're saying it will be a sweet victory. And I'm getting those little red and white candy sweets. It's almost like you're hanging candies up, like a bunting candy. Candy buntings. What are those? You could probably buy those somewhere for Christmas. Oh, they'd have those at the Christmas barns and shops like that, wouldn't they? All the lollies hanging up. Maybe you got to start having some fun with Christmas too, I think. Get into it. Have some fun. Have some fun in your life. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't think that's immature to do fun things like that, because it's not. And you'll be very surprised how when you start shifting into these sort of childlike way, well, they're not immature or anything. That's not what I'm saying. They're just stimulating things. Other people will go with it with you. You'll be very surprised, actually, Tangerine Cottage, how people will embrace it as well. You know, they're even showing me like a Christmas tree. These are just examples. It doesn't have to be this. Of like ice creams on a Christmas tree, you know, like lollies and ice creams. Like, what a fun thing. It'd be nothing more fun, you know. Just have your magical moments. That's what I'm getting, because that's going to make you happy inside, Tangerine Cottage. Oh, all right. I'm going to leave it at that today. Let me see if there's anything to finish off with today. Hang on, guys. Oh, I'm getting that song. I think it's Johnny Cash, isn't it? I hear the train a-coming. It's coming down the track. Heading down the road and it ain't going back because I don't know the song. I don't know the rest of the words. But I'm getting to hear the train a-coming, meaning the train of truth is coming. The awareness is happening. We know the shift is taking place. The train is coming. Hang on a minute. And then I'm getting this song. Oh, there he is. He might hold my hand. I'm getting this song. Rolling. Rolling, I'll hold his hand. Rolling down the river. Rolling, rolling. That's us. We're rolling down the river. We're flowing with the river. I'll see if there's one more thing. Hang on, guys. Oh, I love this big old blind boy. He's a goof, isn't he? He's had his first tablets for his bladder infection. Fingers, they start to work. There was definitely no cataracts. She looked, no cataracts. And she did check. She didn't think it was glaucoma. She just thinks he's just naturally gone blind. And maybe one eye first. That's why he was able to navigate things for so long, so well. And then this one just went. Sorry, guys. Back to the dog again. You know what I'm like. All right, hang on. Let's see if there's one more thing. Oh, I'm just getting that Barbara Streisand and oh, what's his name? What's his name? The BG guy, Barry Gibb. I'm getting that song Guilty again. And yes, I feel guilty for poor Sprocket. I know that I do. And I know a lot of us carry a lot of guilt for different things, don't we? I got guilty for someone's reading the other day, remember? I'm guilty for, who was that? Was it you, Caroline? I think it was. Guilty for, you know, having time for yourself, and you don't have to feel guilty about these things, guys. So I do love that song, I've got to say. So I'm going to finish with that, Barbara Streisand and Barry Gibb singing Guilty. Oh, I'm going to take him outside and get some fresh air while I mow. You want to say goodbye to everybody, Spocky? Come and say goodbye. Can you say goodbye? Say goodbye. Oh, bless him. And Sophie's, well, where's Sophie? Oh, there she is. Oh, hello. Good of you to join us, Sophie. You going to come out in the garden? Yeah, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. I'm going to get that little bell and put on her, and she can lead him around the garden. She'll lead him up the garden path. I know that, with all her barking and carry-ons and shenanigans, won't you? All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Don't forget, hit the like buttons. Please resubscribe if you need to and put the notifications on. And please comment down below. I'll get back to all your comments in the next day or two. And have a wonderful day. I'm going to go and work with my little boy now and go and mow these lawns. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Bye, everyone.